What's going on, guys? I'm Jaye the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about former Major League Baseball player. Now he is recently being inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame, David Ortiz. Now, I previously made a video about David Ortiz and his wife separating. Now, they both put out joint statements about the separation. And I said in that video, you know what? It would not surprise me that more comes out. And that instead of a divorce that seemingly ended on good terms, that it would not be on good terms once money gets involved. And money always gets involved, because when you have a guy that's worth $55 million, as David Ortiz is, you know, when she leaves, she wants to leave with a whole lot. And we're going to talk about in this article here from BroBible. All right. David Ortiz's estranged wife trying to kick him out of Miami mansion, wants financial records. See, the thing is this, people. When a lot of these divorces happen, these women immediately want to secure the home that they are in. And because I'm for sure it's a very nice home. David Ortiz made a lot of money throughout his career, and I'm pretty sure they have been living very well. But it's obvious that the reason why they put that joint statement out about, you know, the divorce and ending things was due to the fact they were still living together, which I believe is what it is. They were still living together, and she now wants him out so she can have that house to herself. David Ortiz's wife, Tiffany, filed for divorce against the former MLB slugger in December of 2020. She wants the newly elected Hall of Famer to turn over financial records and vacate the couple's Miami mansion. Last December, David Ortiz and his wife, Tiffany, revealed that they were divorcing after 25 years of marriage. Now, I want y'all to understand something, that in 2014, David Ortiz was trying to divorce his now ex-wife. He filed for divorce in 2014. Now, he was still an active player, and he ended up working the relationship out, but he wanted out. Now, I'm not 100% sure of what happened, but it could be a situation of money, or it could be a situation of infidelity. But he ended up staying with her and until the point to where she filed for divorce from him. Tiffany was the first to file way back in December 2020, followed by David Ortiz filing his own petition to divorce in January of 2021. Over the past 25 years, David and I shared a beautiful adventure in love and partnership, Tiffany wrote on Instagram. We have made the decision to go in a new phase of our life journey together, not as a couple, but as friends and co-parents to our amazing children. As you can see the post here with her and David. Now, according to court documents obtained by Radar, Tiffany Ortiz recently filed a motion against David. She's requesting a hearing to obtain some answers about David's finances and assets. Tiffany is also requesting that David vacate the couple's Miami mansion. You would think that if they were separating from each other, that, you know, one or the other would have moved out. But it's clear that neither was going to move out. So I don't know if it's because David doesn't own any other property he can go and stay in. But, you know, when you're divorcing somebody, you want to get away from that person, you know, unless he was living elsewhere and he still had his things in the particular home. He would still have access to the home. He still has a key because, again, he paid for it. So he should have access. You know, the men who buy these mansions should not be forced to leave them. I'm sorry. We can settle the financial situation. I can help her find another place to stay, which is no problem. But men should not be kicked out of the home they paid for. And yes, I understand you have children, but again, he's not going to put her out on the street. I would not say a man should put a woman out on the street, but he definitely should help her find some place to stay and make sure that is secured up for her, instead of him getting kicked out of a home he worked his life to buy. I just don't think that's right. She's requested here to obtain some answers. Read through that. Interestingly, all this is reportedly has been going on over the past couple of days, and at the same time as David's election into the Baseball Hall of Fame, which is very interesting timing, man. Like, this stuff is coming to light right when he's, going into the Hall of Fame. Now you see this news coming out. He's going into the Hall of Fame. It's a feel-good story. He's happy. He's celebrating. And then next thing you know, this news comes out that she wants to obtain more of his financial records. I mean, this guy's, again, he's going into the Hall of Fame. He's feeling good in his life. But this news comes out. I don't know if it was strategic. I don't know if it was her team, because most of these divorces can be handled behind the scenes, to where we don't know what's going on. And the fact that this news is coming out may not be a coincidence. I believe maybe someone from her legal team may have put this information out. How else would it have gotten out? This is a legal matter between two people. Now, David is a public figure, but the divorce doesn't have to be public. These details are being made public on purpose. It just depends on who's making it public. Super congratulations, dude. Proud of you at David Ortiz. Well deserved. It's been a hell of a ride, she wrote. Over the past year, the couple have appeared together on social media numerous times. None, however, since their divorce announcement, including at her birthday party last March. Let's see here. 2 months after the party, Radar reported that Tiffany was demanding David and his business partners appear in court for a deposition. She also demanded David sit for a videotaped deposition. That's cold, man. How you gonna have this man? You demanding he come to court, but you're also demanding that he do a videotape deposition. If that's not some like Nicole Young type behavior, I don't know what is, man. You don't know Nicole Young is. She is Dr. Dre ex-wife. Like, she is going full. She is going to full Nicole on this, man. She want him to sit down for a videotape deposition to answer questions about his income and assets. But everything was all good just recently. In May, Tiffany filed a motion against David, making for his business financial records to be turned over. In October, she filed a motion to require her husband to vacate the former marital residence. A hearing was reportedly set for January on that matter. Apparently, almost a year after her May 2021 filing, Tiffany still hasn't gotten all the answers she is looking for from the new Hall of Famer, nor has he left their home in Miami as she repeatedly requested. David Ortiz reportedly earned over $160 million over 16 seasons in the major leagues. Well, also, I would say this is that, David also works on Fox. David works on Fox now, him and A-Rod, and, he's been doing that for, I believe, since after he retired. So David financially is good. The thing is that this divorce is going to become very, very messy. And I believe due to her believing that she deserves more walkaway money. What is with these women who, once they get divorced, now you see all these issues that was in the marriage that were held under wraps? Now, I don't know if David told her to stay home and don't do anything, which I highly doubt. Yes, stay home, be the homemaker, but doesn't mean that you can't go back to school. Doesn't mean that you can't start up your own business. I'm pretty sure he would have helped her, because David ain't the type of guy that's, David has a hustler's mentality. Dude comes from Dominican Republic, came from nothing, man. So I'm sure that David would have helped her in whatever venture she wanted to do. But ultimately, it's up to these women to pursue those things. So when the relationship is over, you're not in his pockets. Now, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be entitled to some walkaway money, but you're trying to kick this man out of a mansion that he worked his life to buy. Why don't you move out? it's not like the children are really, really young. I mean, the children are getting older. You know, it's not like the situation where they have really, really, really young children. The children are getting older. She doesn't have to be in no freaking mansion. She go get her a nice, house that's big enough for her, the children. But why does David have to leave the mansion? That's crazy. She wants to kick him out. She wants his financial records. She's trying to go for half. Now, David did, they say, make over 160 million throughout his career. I don't think David has 160 million. But I'm pretty sure David still has a chunk of his wealth that he's made throughout his career. It might be more money he has. He might be hiding money. David, I don't think David is dumb. I think David probably has put up some money. And that's why she wants access to them records, because she's looking at them accounts like, there should be more money in these accounts. Like, what's going on? That's why I believe David has already moved money. I think because again, when she filed, I believe that's when things were being set in motion. And that's when I believe David, probably did put some money aside. But again, that's his money. He took care of her for that entire marriage. It's not like she was forced to work. He took care of her. He bought her things. He took care of her, bought her gifts, probably bought her cars, took on special vacations. She wanted for nothing. So it's not like David wasn't taking care of her. I think what happens is, man, these men are not going to allow these women to basically rob them in divorce court, and they're going to protect themselves. And that's what it looks like David did. David protected himself. He might have put away some money. I'm not saying he did, but ultimately that's his money. And I'm sure that David is going to help her financially. She's trying to kick him out the mansion because she wants to know where that money at. So we'll see what happens, man. Y'all let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.